Welcome down to the Malted Man Cave. I'm Keith.
And I'm back. I'm Dave.
Tonight we got a special bourbon that I got just for Dave that I actually waited in line for an hour down in Heavenhill just for you.
My heart beateth for
out.
you.
All right, so as I said, tonight we're doing a bourbon. Dave will be very excited.
I'm always excited when I'm in the Malted Man Cave.
William Heavenhill Small Batch, 13 years, bottled in bond. And as I said in the intro, I waited in line for about an hour down in Heavenhill at 11 o'clock on Saturday morning. I believe, was it last weekend or 2 weekends ago?
That's amazing.
2 weekends ago for my anniversary. My wife indulged me, so we made it all about her the next day. So all day Saturday, we went down to Kentucky and did bourbon stuff. Then we went back to Louisville, went to a nice steak restaurant.
That's great, man.
Louisville's great. Maybe some other things happened in the hotel room.
In the Welsh Arms.
In the Welsh, we made love.
No.
Thighs twitching beneath the water in anticipation of love making. And then the next day, Lindsay got a massage, and then
nice.
I had Starbucks waiting for her when she got out. And then on the way back, we stopped in Cincinnati, and then we stopped on the outlets. The deal was, however much we spend on bourbon, every penny you get to spend on clothes.
Ooh, that's a pretty good little balance right there.
We both had a good
made out.
anniversary.
You made out.
So this is the 2020, or at least I don't know if there's multiple a year, but in 2020, this is one of the special bottles that they released at the distillery. And I was not sure because at first they passed out tickets. And if you had a ticket, you were guaranteed to be able to buy one.
Oh, that's awesome.
And I did not get a ticket.
Oh, so that's not on.
And I was like, I'm probably just going to get like Henry McKenna, which I would still been happy about.
Yeah, but
in the Elijah Craig Barrel Select or whatever it's called. But to my chagrin, to my happiness.
Whatever. To your happiness.
To my
happiness.
What's the word I'm looking for? To my surprise. To my delight.
Yeah,
to my delight. They had it. And you want to know the worst part?
What?
So each person can get one, but I was already thinking this costs $180 and it goes for $800 online. I was already thinking, oh, this is pushing it. Lindsay won't. I wasn't even thinking I could get two. So I got it. I was like, yes, I got it. And then I hear in the back this guy who we'd been chatting up, really nice guy, I really like him. He was like, and I was checking out, and he was like, "Wait, will you buy me one, and I'll Venmo you so I can give it to my dad." And she was like, "Oh yeah." So by the time I was computing, oh wait a minute, I could get Lindsay, and then I could get another one, and I could keep it or I could sell it. I mean, I could have made like $600. Now I don't really like people that flip bottles. But I probably would have kept it or just sold it, maybe.
You did wait an hour.
$100 to maybe one of my friends or something and just sold it for like only $300 or something. But anyways, she had already said it. I wasn't going to be, renege on it. And I was like, gosh, dang it. But I am still like sick to my stomach to this day that I didn't get another
You had a
one.
chance.
So without further ado, we're going to put, this is William Heavenhill Small Batch, bottled in bond. So it's 50% ABV. I'm not quite sure what the mash bill is. We'll put it there if we can find it. And it says, for William Heavenhill, distilling was a family tradition. By some accounts, Heavenhill corn whiskey supplied Bardstown's historic Talbot Tavern in the early 1800s. The limestone spring William used to make his bourbon was the same spring that inspired our company's original name. Yada, yada, yada. Paying homage to our prized 3rd edition of Bottled and Bond Bourbon, this 8th edition is also a Bottled and Bond Bourbon, but aged a little longer. At 13 years on the 4th floor of Brookhouse AA at our Shenley location, once the site of the old Fairfield and Shenley distilleries. Only 35 barrels qualified for this esteemed Bottled and Bond selection, all with the barrel entry date of 10/19/2006. It is non-chill filtered and non-colored, as every bourbon is. So without further ado, let's get into it. Now, we still got a decent amount, but I do want to share this with some people. So we're going to pour healthy, but we can't go crazy.
Let me tell you about my week. and then I'll go crazy.
Well, yeah, you got your new house, man. Dave got a new house.
We've been
nice, and it's right behind my mother-in-law, which will be awesome.
It's she stands in the window, staring, always staring. You can just hand me that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yes, we did just finally get to move in to our new house, but we've lived for the last 8 weeks in my parents' basement, waiting for the house to become available.
Gosh. How was that?
3 kids, a dog, a cat at the beginning. We had like a stray cat that we decided to save for some reason. The right thing to do, but I took it to a shelter, a no-kill shelter. Had to drive like 2 counties over.
Do they have those?
Yeah.
Because we're thinking about getting rid of Max. He poops every day. Every day.
Rest in peace.
And we have to pay like $400 a month for like pills for his allergies. Like, okay, you want a dog? Please take Max. We're gonna take him to a kill shelter. I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do that.
No.
We'd love to find him. We'd like to take him to a family farm.
To the farm. Just take him out to a cornfield, drop him off.
And then my he may have found a nice family. I can always know.
Is he chipped?
What?
Is he chipped?
No.
All right, you're good. Me.
What do you get on the?
Yeah, let's get into this. How about you go first and then?
So this is a lot more subtle than I would have thought. It's delicious, but being at 50%, I'm so used to the bottle of Wow Elijah Craig Barrel Proof. It doesn't quite. It's more of a subtle, fickle mistress. Kind of comes and goes, and I don't necessarily mean that in a bad way. I get almost like caramel corn. You know, like what they always have out for like Halloween, and Thanksgiving. I get dusty oak, maybe a little dusted corn. Like actually, you know, like at Young's there, they have those playpens with like old dried corn. Like it's a little dusty.
Yeah.
A little bit of like pumpkin pie spice, almost. Cool Whip or like frosting that you'd have on the pumpkin pie. Obviously caramel, vanilla, maybe even a little vanilla cheesecake. Fennel. Maybe the slightest bit of sassafras root. I don't know. What about you?
Sassafras root.
It takes, this one, I will say this. It takes a long time to open up.
Yeah.
Then I haven't told you, so I let him have this. He looked really stressed. We saw him for a second. We were going trick-or-treating with our kids. And I was like, come with me.
Wasn't going to do a costume until
it worked.
Until Hallie decided that we were doing costumes. No, I wanted to do something completely different, but that wasn't what I ended up being.
So she told you were going as a
No, I needed her to, I was going to be like a Instagram rapper, or like a SoundCloud rapper with like just the stupid tattoos all over the face. And she didn't want to take the time to do that. I don't blame her. But anyways, I ended up being the cranberry. Did you ever see the video? No, you haven't seen it yet. Anyways, like a TikTok video guy. I don't have TikTok. Everybody's like, you have TikTok? I'm like, no, it was viral. I'm sorry.
Sorry, I'm a citizen of the interweb.
Sorry, I'm a netizen.
So this one does take a while to open up.
So going back to my nosings, man, you were right on with a lot of those. I was sort of reading your notes. Not that we have a board with notes on them, but your previous notes.
That's from Lagavulin 20.
I know, but the raspberry sugar confection. I feel like
there's a
fruitiness to that caramelized feel to it. And then also too, just to add, so spot on with a lot of Keith's, by the way, this is my Make Red Hats non-political again.
Make Red Hats not political.
Non-political again. Have you ever had flat Dr. Pepper?
Yeah, and Yeah.
Yeah, it
I'm there with you.
reminds me of a flat Dr. Pepper.
Yep. Maybe even a little grape cola.
Yeah.
Dr. Pepper, grape cola,
Yeah.
all flat.
All flat.
All flat.
Gotta be flat. And you and I, we grew up. It's hard knock life for us. We drank
RC cola.
We drank flat pop.
Also flat.
Also always flat. Always flat.
Oh man. We both came from upper middle class families, but in our childhood,
we like to say upper middle
our
class.
family was poor that made it to the middle class, upper middle class
so
as we got older.
The lower class tendencies
stayed even when we made it to the middle class.
My mom still washes Ziploc bags. She washes plastic spoons.
My mom
forks.
still only gives out half sticks of gum. She'll
bring it in half. Yeah, my mom too.
Pissed me off.
You don't need more than half. Yeah, I'm with you. So flat cola, and that's probably some of that caramel.
All right, what about the palate?
Okay.
Again, this one really does take a while. We should have poured these and let them sit for a little bit because unusually more so than most other bourbons or scotches, it really took a long time. And then I was like, oh my, it gets really good.
I don't know, it's a bourbon, so it just starts off being really, really good. Scotch. The sherry. It's all those raisins.
You're also put your hat on backwards back again.
Dude, you gotta rock it, man.
I like it.
I feel like there's a shadow on my face with it on. Man, so a lot of your notes are still there. Man, the pumpkin pie for me is spot on.
Right.
It's not exactly pumpkin pie, but it especially
the sweet, but the spicy kind of.
And the feel I'm kind of getting into.
Maybe like a pumpkin spice latte.
Yeah, there you go.
From Starbucks.
Yeah, because it's got some of that whipped cream, like the Cool Whip, the feel to it, and maybe that caramel drizzle and a little bit of, I don't know, a little bit of salty to me too. It's nice.
So again, I get all the same stuff pretty much. I'm gonna take another sip. Yeah, that pumpkin pie, pumpkin spice latte.
Do you like pumpkin rolls?
I've never
with
had
the cream cheese and
I don't think I've ever had
the roll thing.
Ooh, I'm getting the A&W cream soda.
There you
is
are.
On point right now.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Maybe a root beer float.
Yeah, it's got a lot of that, like sassafras root beer, grape cola. What was the other one we said? Dr. Pepper, Mr. Pibb.
Yeah. Mr. Pibb.
There's a lot of orange too.
Dr. Thunder.
Do you get there's kind of a really kind of very prominent orange note now that I'm getting.
Yeah, I'm with you on the orange.
Fennel again, whipped cream.
Dare I say creamsicle-esque?
For sure. Man. Dusty corn again.
Yeah.
Oak. Really nice oak. I mean, this is one you got to get to know.
Yeah.
It's not like Bottle Wow, Logic Craig Barrel Proof is just boom! Flavors just taking over. You got to take your time with this one.
Yeah.
Still very good. Yeah. Very, very good. All right. Lastly, what do you get on the finish? Is it long? Any specific notes stand out to you? Is it?
So this definitely has now the 100 proof. It's kind of got a waxy feel to it as I'm drinking it, and it definitely stays. A lot of the pumpkin and the cola taste, that fruity cola taste definitely stays. It reminds me like I've had dessert or after the feeling like I've just drank some pop or something like that. Just a sugar coated tongue is what it gives me. A lot of the maybe some of the burnt sugar cookie-esque, like a I don't know, caramel. Have you ever had like a Werther's, but it's not quite a Werther's. It's almost like a cookie that's tastes like a caramel. I don't know how my mom makes them. What are those called? Not a butterscotch cookie. Can't remember them. Anyways, a caramel cookie.
Okay.
Yeah, just a regular sugar cookie, but you put maybe some caramel in it.
Oh man, yeah, that caramel's there. A&W, cream soda, pumpkin spice again, but then it really lasts. It ends after all the other stuff that I said. It's just kind of that like flat cream soda, flat grape soda, a little bit of oak, a little drying oak, a little bit of pumpkin spice and cinnamon, even a little touch of whipped cream, but then it just kind of goes away. It's short to medium to short, somewhere there in between short and medium. It's not there as for a 13-year-old bourbon that goes for $800. It doesn't last as long as you would hope. For a non-chill filtered at 50% ABV, I'm kind of surprised it doesn't last so longer.
Yeah, I would say a medium finish.
Right?
Yep.
All right, Malted Man Cave Mark, what are you going to give this?
It's fantastic. I do look forward to the next bottle that you get for me. You forgot to get my last bottle.
We're good. I'll take that Elijah Craig Barrel Proof I poured for you.
That was a birthday present. I really enjoyed this. I'm looking forward to it even more. For right now, I'm going to give it a 90.
90.
90.
Wow.
I like it a
thought you were
lot.
going to go 92 or 91.
I just haven't had it enough.
So for me,
I'd like to dance this dance again.
For me, it's anywhere from a 90 to an 89. I think a higher ABV would really do this one good. I think it would make the finish a lot longer. I think it would make the flavors pop. As it is, so once you let this sit in the glass for like 15, 20 minutes, it probably gets to a 90, maybe even a 91 when you can really kind of dissect all the flavors that are there. But if you just pour this real quick and take it, drink it, smell it, it's probably an 89. But
Is there a cookie called a turtle?
Yeah, they have.
Okay, or like a turtle.
It's got like some nuts in it, but it's chocolate
And like caramel.
Yeah, and caramel in it.
That's what I'm thinking of.
A chocolate turtle.
That was bothering me forever.
A chocolate turtle.
All right.
So I'm gonna give this an 89.5.
Ooh.
If you leave it in the glass,
very rare.
If you leave it in the glass,
it bumps up
15,
to a 90.
It bumps it up to a 90.
All right, I'm with you.
Maybe that pumpkin spice note and that cream
It's
soda.
great, man.
It
Especially
is
this time of
delicious.
year.
It is delicious.
91.
Yeah.
91.
You're bumping it up?
91.
So
COVID
89.5
bump.
up to a 90-ish. 91 for Dave. Delicious stuff. Question of the night, we were watching Generation Kill.
Yeah.
As we were catching
Well, we
up
started.
for a little bit.
We started with our first one was Generation Kill.
Best war movie series.
Yeah. So Generation Kill was definitely interesting to watch. I loved. See, I didn't have cable, so I wasn't able to watch a lot of the Pacific and Band of Brothers and things like that. So I'm gonna go with what I grew up on. My favorite war series is something that I was allowed to watch as a kid, which was very rare, and it kind of defined a little bit of what I found funny, especially like dark humor and stuff like that. MASH. Yeah. MASH was always on when we were kids.
I have never watched a full episode.
Oh, really?
Do I need to go back and watch it?
No. I mean, if you were a kid, it's fun. It's fun. A lot of dark humor, a lot of intelligent humor, which I really liked.
So why shouldn't I go back and watch?
Yeah, go back and watch a couple episodes.
I don't know why. I remember it being on. It was always I'd watch the last 5 minutes, and then I don't know if it was A-Team or something else that I wanted.
A-Team always came on afterwards.
Was it the
I'm
A-Team?
pretty sure it's A-Team. Yeah.
I remember there's MASH, and then A-Team started.
Yeah.
So for me, I'm gonna go with Band of Brothers. I mean, obviously it's a classic.
Yeah.
Generation Kill is awesome. The Pacific, I watched that recently. It was really good. There's so many good ones, but Band of Brothers for me. And last but not least, our bonus question. It's November 2nd, the eve of the election. And we were going to pose a question.
Eve of the start of the
we're
election.
probably going to be releasing this on Friday. Maybe if I get it done earlier, we'll see. Maybe it'll be this weekend. So like on the 7th or the 8th or the 9th. But, which we still may not know who
we may not know.
Won at that point with all these mail-in voting. Without getting into who we want to win, or if we even care at all, who do you think will win?
Who do I think will win?
We're gonna lock in our
bets.
what we think our bets,
right.
and see.
So
and you guys will see who was right and who was wrong.
If I was a betting man, see, it's hard because 2016 was, I mean, everybody predicted Hillary Clinton with the lead, and all I've heard. So I listen to right wing, I listen to left wing, and all I hear right wing side is just basically
the polls are wrong.
The polls are wrong, and all I'm hearing from the left wing side is
going to be a blowout.
Yeah, or that there's a lead to it to Biden. I feel
my
like
name's Joe Biden, and I'm running for the Senate.
So this is my prediction. My prediction is that honestly, I feel like the Trump campaign has not done enough this time around. The first time they had so much momentum because.
So you think Biden's going to win?
I feel like it's going to be really close. And
got to pick.
I know. I feel like it's going to be contentious. I hope it's not like a big, but this is my prediction.
Oh, it's going to go to the Supreme Court.
No, it's going to go to the House. It goes to the House. So if it's too close to call, if nobody gets, 270?
Yeah, but with all the mail-in votes and how long they get to be counted, I think it's going to go to the Supreme Court eventually.
I think popular vote will go to Biden, and I think the Electoral College will go to Trump.
Same. I think everyone knows that Biden's going to win the popular. I think at this point, with how big LA, Chicago, and New York population-wise.
Yeah. Now, if Biden can win Florida, Georgia, Pennsylvania, it might be different. But we'll find out.
I think I'll second that. I think Biden's going to win the popular vote, but I think Trump's going to win the Electoral College again.
And
you heard it here first.
Then we'll be
there'll be lots of weeping and gnashing of teeth.
So, bonus.
Oh my! It's gonna be a 30-minute video.
No matter who becomes the president,
we're gonna be fine.
We're gonna be fine. What do we hope to see out of the next 4 years?
Friends, can we agree to disagree?
Yes.
Can we not just demonize the other side?
Have impassioned arguments with your friends. Keith and I
disagree a lot, but we still love each other.
Man, we get into it. We get into it so bad. So iron sharpens iron. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to feel like you're right either. And don't be afraid to stand up for what you believe in. But also don't be afraid of a dissenting opinion. And if it hurts your feelings,
grow up here.
Yeah, just maybe tone out or choose to not.
Who wants to live in a hive mind anyways? We need to have dissenting. That's how we everyone has their ideas and let the best ideas rise to the top, the cream of the crop.
Yeah.
Cream of the crop.
Cream of the top.
Thank you guys. So you heard it here first. We'll see if we're right or wrong.
And notice we're doing political things on bourbon reviews now, so 30 of you will watch it.
All right, please like, subscribe, hit the notifications bell. Remember, Scotch is definitely still king.
But sometimes bourbon is best.